that's hot.
Yeah, reality check, really, because we have to dive into that. We had guests on our show. Could you believe it? We had 2 guests. We had Drew Manning, we had Hope, and now the reason why we titled this reality check is because we have to take this all in, all this information that we've gotten from like them speaking about it and then living your real life, and then you're like, hold on, some of the words those people said, I felt that and I've experienced it, and I'm gonna definitely check that off as, you know what, you were right. Especially when he said, like, you got to believe Drew Manning, when he said that you got to believe you can do hard things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And putting that in perspective in your life and saying, okay, yes, I do got to do hard things. Because I was going through moments in my life during this week and last week, rough times. But I had to tell myself, you can do hard things, Catherine.
Right.
And I know that's just like so like hopping so quick into it, but it seems like, what's up with you, girl? Like I'm talking too much today.
You don't talk at all usually, but dang, guys.
What do you think, guys?
Hey, Mo, 100.
Hi, Mo.
Hey, Renaud. He said, Sesab. I don't know what that is, but Sesab. No, I don't have anything going on that you're saying that I'm not vibing to it today. I'm like, I'm here. I showed up. Let's just be happy with that part.
I am happy. I'm always happy to have you here.
Yeah. But like you were saying, like for me, it was great to have guests, but I did miss having conversations with you guys.
Yeah. It's always nice to involve our listeners,
right?
You know, because it's like, I know you guys want to say something about something else, and then what I would like for you guys to, because I don't like to I don't keep it in my head. I like to be upfront about things. I would like you guys to ask some questions. If we have a guest, ask some real questions, because I was talking to somebody who watched the show and had a question. I said, why didn't you just write that inside the comments and you would have got that answered?
Right.
So don't be afraid to ask a question. I mean, like, it's always good to get your questions answered, even in real life. Like, don't like, closed mouths never get fed. Just remember that.
That's the truth. Like, closed mouths never get fed. Never. You got to fight for your rights always.
Right.
Like, I learned that not the hard way, but I just had to learn that because I was like, oh, whatever, just get whatever I get. But in the reality of it, it's like, no, you have to fight for your rights.
Right.
And Ibrahim says, Kat, thanks for lunch. Belle, did you have a good day? Yes, I did. Thank you, Mommy. I had a great day, and I'm happy that you're in the building watching.
Thank you for always coming every Sunday, but today's Saturday, and you showed up, so thank you.
Yes. So, yeah, I think that it's definitely important to
not close your mouth and have your, like, whatever you're thinking in your head be answered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And ask questions.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I can understand, like, I mean, I'm not really that much of a commenter person online.
Yeah, it's true. It's kind of hard because you're like, I'm not gonna ask that. It's like, it's not a big deal for me. I'm not a comment type of person.
So then, what was that whole rant about?
Because I feel like we know each other. Like, I feel like me and the listeners are friends,
right? And
we know each other.
Yeah,
and
that's why I'm so grateful for you guys. Thank you guys for always supporting us and donating. Yeah, Nothing's Wrong Pod, Cash App. You guys already know. Thank you guys for following and sharing and always like reaching out, giving us advice, giving us your thoughts, and really just supporting us because. Yeah, it's really awesome to be down this path and just like realizing that a lot, like for me this week, it was like a big eye opener in my life for what I thought a lot of, I have to break it down to you guys because I don't know who follows astrology, but right now we're in Cancer season. And there was eclipses, lunar eclipses in Capricorn. That's my sign. There was a lot of things going on energetically in the cosmos that was prompting this really deep healing and deep emotional baggage to come up. And what I realized when this came up for me was that I was sabotaging a lot of my relationships in my life, whether this be with, in relationships, like romantic relationships, platonic relationships, friendships, just all of, I would do a lot of sabotaging in the relationship. And I had to like actually look within and find out like, hey, why is this? Why am I causing so many rifts? And, going through that emotional thing. And then it was just such a roller coaster. And then to just end it now, at the beach, hanging out with friends, about to go to Mexico tomorrow. Yeah. And, it's a work thing, but it's also going to be a little vacation. So I'm excited about that and it's going to give me a lot of time to have clarity. I think so much has been going on, even having guests and, going through that and work and the businesses that we do and everything like that. It's just like everything has been going. And like, I think that it's going to be good to just kind of take some time.
And you'll have time for yourself, like, and just like focusing on all the things that you need to. I think because there's so much things going on in the world.
I'm the thing I need to focus on.
Exactly.
There's no other things to focus on.
Exactly. And the same here. I feel like I've learned throughout this whole week about different things and like emotional things that I carry because I'm a Pisces, so I'm mainly a sensitive person about a lot of things. And I'm still going through it today. Like my emotions will take control when I feel. Right. And it's so strong, and it's like as I'm getting older, I'm learning how to control it, but I feel like my childish ways comes back into my emotional way when I'm like, I'm a grown woman, I shouldn't think on this level, yeah. And I'm growing and yeah, these things are like reality checks where I want to overcome those things so that I don't have to, be 40 years old dealing with these same emotional stages.
Girl, are you 40?
No, I'll be 40 in like
a couple more years.
19 years. No, I'm kidding.
Honey, I'm 21. Like, okay. Whatever you say, sweetie.
I'm 21.
Whatever you say, sweetie.
Yeah.
That got deep, though.
It's deep. You know what? And you know what's also being a reality check? Because so many people are dying.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like, Naya Rivera.
Yeah.
And I was saying this before. It's not even that part. I think it's even... like a lot of things are coming out of the whole Pizzagate situation.
Oh my gosh.
Even Nick Cannon being
outspoken.
and saying something about anti-Semitic Jew. I don't even really know what he said because I didn't do the research.
I didn't even watch it.
I just seen so much of the media outlet about it,
right?
And it was just like. A lot of things are coming under fire. A lot of things are like coming out right now. And it's just like bringing up so many deep emotional things. And that's what I was like saying. It's like we're in an interesting time. And if we just follow, like, who said it? Somebody said like, it's like you can look at science and they'll give you a little piece. But if you look at
Leo King,
yes, Leo King, he's a great astrologer. He's on
really
YouTube.
good.
Check him out. He has a High Vibe TV. Yeah, shout out to you, Leo King. I actually do really,
like
enjoy what he does.
Yeah, he's a really good astrologer.
Yeah, and
he doesn't really go deep into like your only one sign. Like he's talking about universal, like what's going on in the universe and how it's going to affect you. And it's true
as a collective,
exactly. Right, and that's when you were coming to say like the media is giving you half of what astrology
I
gives
said science.
Science
The science is giving you a piece of what the situation is,
yeah,
but not explaining it to you. And then astrology will give you the whole thing and give you the cycle and show you where it's going to repeat, why it repeats, and why it does that. And it's like everything that's above is below. If you learn how to read upstairs, then
if you know how to read upstairs.
I don't know why I said upstairs.
Upstairs. We only could stay downstairs. Unless we know where the stairway is.
Which way is up?
Which way's down? Real questions. Yeah, the whole thing is reality check within self. It's like wake up to self. Like everything has to be changed. Everything from the way that you clean up, bringing back Drew Manning, or fixing your bed. Like, you know what I mean? Like washing your clothes.
We got it.
No, it's true. We got
true.
it. We got it. We understand it. But are we really understanding it? No. Hey guys.
What do you mean? No. I think so. I got it. Yeah. I like, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's been such I mean, we could repeat it all. What are you guys thinking? What are you guys
thinking in the right now?
Right. What are you guys thinking about the Jada and Smith thing? What's up? What do you think?
I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care because...
So for me, I didn't ask you why, honey.
Oh,
I just asked you. You said you didn't care, so now I can just move it on to me. Yeah, what I thought is... I thought it was interesting that a lot of people are like putting it on her and nobody is, you know...
Don't bring up conspiracy theory now.
It's not about conspiracy theory. I think that Will Smith is not also innocent.
Yeah, he's not a perfect man.
It's not like, and I believe they were on a break.
Yeah.
So it's just funny how they like to put the woman, not saying he is, but I'm saying the way it's being received, it's like everybody's like entanglement.
Yeah, they're just playing it up.
But that makes more sense than in a like affair or something. Like that wasn't entanglement. You got yourself in something that
she had the perfect word
you couldn't get yourself out of.
Because what she built, she actually really liked this person.
Yeah.
That's good. What do you guys think?
Yeah. I mean, I don't blame her. Shoot.
I mean,
women
if they, like you said,
after
if they
what they want.
If they were taking a break, then things will happen during that time, you know? Especially, like, I'm saying, like, if you're taking a break, this guy doesn't want to deal with you right now.
Right.
What else are you going to do?
Right.
Somebody's willing... For some reason, when you're married or you're dating somebody, they always want to come in. Like, there's so many opportunities for you. Like, so many people want to talk to you. So many people want to date you. So many people want to do everything. So
people want to do that to me, period.
True.
Whether I was married in a relationship or not in a relationship, that's just going to happen, period. People are always going to be attracted to you as long as you feel confident.
I guess. But I'm just saying
who you are. I mean, the reason why that happens more frequently is because you're not looking thirsty and you're looking in the moment and present. You're probably enjoying whatever you're doing. So that's attractive to people. Somebody sees some, like, why do men think that, oh, a woman should always smile? You should smile because it makes you look like you're in the moment. It makes you look like you're present, that you're enjoying life.
Right.
And that's attractive to anybody. If you see somebody who looks like they're smiling, they're walking around, anytime you see them, they're just in a great mood, you're going to want to be around that person.
Yeah, you're going to want to talk to them.
Yeah, you're going to feel that energy. So, yeah.
And then when they do, like, just not personable, not wanting to, like, don't talk to me face.
Don't talk to them.
Don't talk to me face. There's nobody coming over.
No.
That's not true. They come over and say,
it's not
smile.
That. I think that there's an energy that you have where you become self-conscious because you know you're trying to, like, if you're going out to the bar, which we can't really do anymore, but if you're going out and you're single and you're trying to talk to somebody, you're energy, unless you're like chilling and cool and feel good about it, your energy is going to be a little tensed up because you're going to be a little nervous. You're going to be trying to look at like, oh, does he like who's looking at me? You're going to feel a little more thirsty.
Right.
So they're going to pick up on that. So it may not be as attractive if you're not looking for anybody and you're chilling, you're just having a good time. You're going to become more attractive because you're going to be in your confident self in the present. And that's just what I picked up on. So never just, be thirsty. Don't be thirsty.
For some reason, I don't know why people are trained to be thirsty, to send long messages to people.
I sent long messages.
Yeah, because it's
I sent long messages and that person was like, no, we ain't going to do that. I was like, okay.
It's just like, why?
I sent, and
is it because you want to be heard?
Mm-hmm. It was because I was trying to break up with that person through a text message. And I figured if I explained everything in that one message, it would be great because it was condensed and I tried to consolidate everything into there. And then it was like,
no.
What long message? I ain't read that long message.
They're not reading it.
I ain't reading it. And it's like, oh, well, read it. No. What do you got to say? Well, do you really want me to tell you? No. I'm the worst.
So why is it that it's hard for like relationship to last right now during COVID? Because you brought up astrology and how things are happening.
I don't think relationships are not hard to last. I think that they're being tested right now. It's just and you know what? Yeah. I know somebody just told me, like, somebody that was in a relationship, he was gonna get engaged to the girl, and he told me about it. I remember seeing him at dinner and he told me about it, and today when I asked about him, they were like they broke up. Yeah. So this because he was a melanated guy and the girl was like of European descent, and he got super Black Lives Matter.
Do I know this person?
Yeah, if I explain it to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. And he got super Black Lives Matter on her, and then they had to just break up.
Oh my god! It's
like the trigger went off for it. I was like, he's been that way. I don't know why y'all was surprised.
Oh my
I said he knew how to temper it. Yeah, but he got super Black Lives Matter.
I can't wait to hear who this person is, because this sounds juicy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, poor him. No, poor her. Who wants to hear all the
That's what I said.
Who wants to hear all the riffraff?
Not at home,
right?
Honey. Like,
just do that online.
I guess it got too much online. I don't know. I don't know the business.
Gosh.
I'm not telling nobody's story, but I am telling you.
You are telling me and the listeners.
Some people got, Black Lives Mattered.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Trust me. I don't have a problem with that.
I mean, I went through that stage in my journey where I got super Black people.
No, I love my people.
Yeah.
But it's just like...
But then like, you elevate and then you realize all people.
But everybody loves all people.
And then you realize, oh, I got to fix myself. And then you go on that self-journey. And then
guess what? Everybody
ego.
has respect for you. Like you said, I think a few episodes you had said how, like, even anyone who's racist, they come across somebody who's confident in their self, they will let go of that racistness because they're going to see you for who you are during that time. Yeah, if you leave them tomorrow, not saying he's not going to stop being racist. We're just saying, like, it's not like a
your experience is not always going to be the same. If you give that person, that you just treat people
accordingly.
You treat people like people.
Yeah.
Humans. You treat them how they're supposed to be treated, which is how you would think you would want to be treated because you are human and you are a people.
Right.
So you are a person.
Right. Do you say good morning to people when you pass by them without them saying anything to you?
Sometimes. I mostly I say good morning to people. I don't really notice. I only say good morning if I'm working out.
Yeah,
because I don't really walk past people like that. And because I'm in my car, and if I'm in the grocery store, I'm not really
speaking to anybody.
Yeah, but you were telling me, I'm like, I need to start speaking more in the grocery store.
Yeah,
ladies, if you wanna,
here's a little trick.
if you want to meet a guy at a grocery store, drop something.
Ask some questions. Like I've been asking y'all to ask some questions.
Look in his cart and say, hey, where'd you get that?
Do you have any more of those things?
He's like, I think it's down there. Yeah. Oh, could you show me?
Can you show me? Because I didn't see it when I walked past that. Oh, okay. Now he works there. He's all open. There it goes. Yeah. Like, how did I miss that?
Now he works there.
He does work there now. And then while he's looking for that, you do jump in and ask a different question. Like, do you know where the mall is around here? I just moved to this area. You know, you've been living here for a long time.
Well, yeah. You can do that.
If you want to have a conversation.
I think the conversation usually goes to like, oh, you live around here? If the guy likes you, he'll pick up the lead.
Oh, but if he doesn't ask you if you live around here, he doesn't care.
No.
He's just helping you find the item.
Yeah.
Hey, those are
you gotta know when a guy doesn't like you.
How do you know some guy don't like you?
If he's acting like he doesn't like you.
Give me an example.
If he's not doing nice things. If he's not being nice.
Or if he's not asking you any questions.
No, he could be self-centered. That could be just
Yeah, but he can still like, you know, I don't know.
What do you mean?
I just feel like wanting you to be involved, like he's like, yes, men can talk a lot and you just let them ramble. But I'm just saying, like, it kind of feels like sometimes when they like you, they get you involved of all their chatter.
Yeah.
Like, oh, do you, you know? But if they don't say anything.
Yeah. Maybe
they might be self-centered. I don't know. I just feel like they still involve you if they like you.
Yeah. That's
in a way. Yeah. They care about your well-being, about something, even if like they just met you, just kind of like, oh, move, someone's coming out the other way, like from the car. I don't know. I'm like, I just want to know, like,
I mean, that's a good way to know if they don't like you. I mean, I don't really come across that situation.
People who doesn't like you?
No. Because you probably came up to me or like approached me on it. I didn't go out looking for you. I wouldn't know if you don't like me because you came to me because you liked me.
But you're starting this new thing, asking questions, dropping things. So I just want to know, how are you feeling on this new journey? I mean, you haven't done it yet.
But anytime I have,
you haven't done it.
I've asked, what are you talking about? I've done that just normally.
Yeah, to women or, you know.
I don't really ask women questions.
Interesting.
Unless it's like, what am I really asking? A woman. Where she got her shoes from, where she got...
You're not even asking questions like that?
I am. That's what I'm saying. If I like something, I'm like, oh, well, it's usually like, where'd you get your nails done? Where'd you get your eyelashes done? It's like very like beauty oriented. Like, oh, that's cute. Where'd you get this?
Yeah.
Where's that? Yeah. With a guy, you're gonna ask like real questions, like, "Hey, can you help me get this? Can you do this? Can you like?"
I think
what is this?
Yeah.
Can you explain that to me?
Exactly.
Even if I already know, I'm like,
yeah.
What?
Going back to like what we were saying, the moral of the story is a new way of like chatting with people, because if you're single, it's really hard for you to find someone during COVID. Because I feel like everybody's going on a date, or they know the group of people that they're going out with. And
you got to get online dating.
But online dating is just...
Yeah, it sucks.
It sucks, but it's not like ideal. I feel like a lot of the online is like looking for one thing. It's like a sexual thing, and it's not like... Not all the time, but maybe. But I think majority of the time they're looking for something pretty quickly with online.
Yeah.
What do you think?
No, I agree. Sometimes that could be the case, but it depends on you, on how you want to do it. But like, I think everybody's online now because you just don't have a choice. So you might as well just go there if you want to go date somebody. But I mean, you can get creative and find somebody outside. It doesn't.
With a mask on?
Not everybody wears masks.
Yeah, they do. Because I'm just saying, like, it's kind of hard for people. Like, if they're out there, I don't know.
Oh, well, I don't know, girl. You're the one who's going through the tough time.
No, me. I'm not going through the tough time. I'm fine, actually. I don't actually have this problem. I'm trying to help somebody who's looking for a man. Dang.
Did anybody looking for a man or woman? Why, you got somebody for them?
I'm trying to give them ways for them to find it. I just want everybody to have true love. Like, someone who cares about you, someone who's going to go above and beyond for you. Like, I think people act like, oh, I don't want to be in a relationship right now, but everybody needs somebody.
Yeah. Like, I think what Drew said was true. It's like you realize how much it's a plus to have a partner there with you, to have somebody who supports you there, to like, actually, you don't really notice how much of a bonus it is until you start, like, until you lose it, and then you get it again.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So I think it's, I wouldn't mind it, but I had to realize my self-sabotaging before I think that I was in the position to realize anything.
Right.
It's like you need to realize yourself, and then, you
can enter other people into the equation.
Yep.
Yeah, it's true. I self-sabotage all the time too with my relationships. I think I just realized that just having a conversation with you 2 days, was it 2 days ago, yesterday? And we're just talking about how, like, you gotta not, like, take what you learn from people, but put them in your own perspective. You can't do everything like the same way that person told you to do it. Like, no, you have to have a mind of your own and say, okay, I think I like what you said about that, and I can implement that. And
I never take
recipe.
Anybody's thing 100%. I'll take stuff from you, but I won't do 100% what you did. I have to switch it up, do something else, make it my own personal thing.
Right. And that's in business as well. It's not
in
only
anything.
I
remember when I was in school, I was in JRTC, and they would, like, flunk me on my uniform because I had to wear these Jordans that matched the outfit perfectly. And they're like, no, you got to wear the shiny shoes. And I was like, it's not fashionable. And they're like, you get an F for your uniform today. I was like, I got the whole other thing on, though.
The whole big suit. Your feet had to be only comfortable.
I failed art, so they made me take that class.
How'd you feel art? And now you're a good painter.
Long story. I never went to an art class. That's why I failed it. I never went. Wow. I think I failed gym too. I failed all the. See, my whole thing with school was that I was really good at taking tests. So I would just be like, oh, okay, I'll just come in for the test because I already know this stuff. I don't really have to, like, sit through the class or anything. Let me just take the test. And so I would take the test. I would pass the test, but then my attendance, no bueno. Because I was like, I'm out of here. I'm no longer, I'm not staying here. I just took the test.
You had better things to do.
Yeah. And I passed the test. I would get A's. I'm like, great test. And then you see my grade, and I was like, wait, how'd I fail? They was like, you didn't show up. I was like,
you didn't show up.
Why am I in school? To take the test or to show up? I don't, yeah.
So speaking about school.
That's why when you went to university.
Yeah. You have your own schedule.
Yeah.
That's what was better. It's like, why didn't you have that the whole time? I think when you go to high school, you should have your own schedule.
Yeah.
But I think you do that in, like, 12th grade or something.
Yeah, you can build, you can
make your own schedule.
Yeah.
I think that's good because they show them, like, kind of like responsibility. You're not responsible to not show up to class on time every time. We're giving you a set time.
You're not responsible until you're about to be 30.
Probably.
You don't know really nothing about responsibility. Even if you had to take care of yourself when you were a kid. Yeah. It's like when you're a full on adult and everything and everyone around you is reminding you that you're an adult. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm an adult. I got to be responsible. Everything.
Oh my gosh.
And imagine if you have a kid, it's just
responsibility. Boom.
Right.
And how do you think someone takes responsibility? Is it because of that there's certain situations?
I automatically take responsibility in my personality because I don't have time to wait for somebody else to figure it out. So I rather take responsibility and like if I go through a breakup, if I go through anything, it's just automatically going to be like, what did I do wrong?
That's really good.
Yeah. Because I'm not trying to repeat the same cycle. I understand, like, I'm on a journey and it's like the more things that I figure out, the less, bad routes I'm going to take.
Right.
To my destination. So if I kind of like hack the system, realize what's wrong, say, hey, why did I choose this person? Why did I accept this? Why did I sabotage that? Why did I do that? And then not hate the person. Because I used to be like, oh, you're going to leave me or anything like that. Like, yo, I'm done with you. Don't ever talk to me. Nothing like that. And now I'm realizing you don't have to do that. Yeah. I'm not telling you have to be best friends with a person, but you don't have to have any problem with them. Because at the end of the day, whether you stay with them or not, they're here to teach you something. They're here to, put you on the path you're supposed to be. They did their part, whether you liked it or not. That's nothing to do with them.
Right.
You can only just give what you got from them. So instead of like hating the person and like, yo, I'll never talk to that person again, I'm not messing with that person, just accept them, forgive them. I will always forgive everybody. Right. I forgive everybody. I have no problems with anybody.
Right.
I forgive you. Doesn't mean I got to go back to you. Doesn't mean I still got to be friends with you. Doesn't mean I got to do any things like that. But I can accept my role.
Yeah.
And then be 100% like, yeah, I did wrong. And laugh about it.
Exactly. and you got to think about it too. You got to be like, yo, why do I have to be so petty? Because that's being petty. That's the most immature thing to do, is like to block somebody, to like not respond to them, or to make them feel less than, or the ghosting thing. And it's
what I
like,
realized that I was doing
petty.
What I realized the reason why I was doing it was because I was trying to break down that person's ego. I wanted their ego to be lower than mine, and I had to do manipulating mind tricks to break that person's ego down. And I don't even, and what I realized is like, why are you doing that? Why are you trying even to break down somebody's ego? That's the worst thing to do to somebody. But it was like, just so I can be in control. Because if I break your ego, I'm going to be in control, because I still have mine, and mine will be the ruler over you. And so it just became like, that's self-sabotaging, because a person's only going to, they're going to realize that that's what you're doing. And it's like, then they're going to defend themselves. And, that's the reason why I like the people that I like, because they're going to defend themselves.
Yeah. But you do that because you feel like your heart is broken, or you feel like you're
because I don't want somebody to get close enough to me. So if I break them before they break me.
It's so stupid.
Yeah. It's completely petty.
It's petty. It's just like a waste of time and energy that I'm sure your body does not want to go through.
That's why, I mean, I don't do that. That's not me anymore, but I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying, for someone
that's
who
what
is
I would
going
do.
through that. There's more
a lot of people do that.
Yeah,
a lot of people. It's called the game.
It's corny.
The whole game is breaking down that other person.
Oh my gosh.
So you can.
It's so rude.
I mean,
but people still do that, because I've seen people do that. Like, they do it purposely. They do it in front of people. They just break them down. And then that's how people go through depression. That's just like, that's abuse. Like,
it is abuse, but I mean,
I'm emotional. So I'm sure if that's happening to me, I will kill that person.
But with me, it's like, I'm emotional, but I know how to put it aside and then bring out my ego and bring out my logic to dominate the situation. And it's like, so and then dominant. Emotionally, I will leave it alone.
So you're more dominant. You're
sometimes, but then I also can go the other way and be completely submissive.
Interesting.
Balance, honey. Balance. Yeah.
But they like that, and then they don't like it. Like, they like that dominant thing, and then they like the submissive.
They?
Everybody. Like, relationships, people, the world. It's like, you gotta find a balance.
I think it's boundaries. Yeah. You gotta have boundaries.
Yes.
You don't need to be dominant. You just have to set boundaries for yourself, so then other people can understand you. You gotta set boundaries. So boundaries is the biggest thing. Because if you don't have any boundaries, then that means anybody can do anything. It's a free-for-all. Whatever they want to do is what can be done.
It's true.
Because you don't have any boundaries.
It's like, what is
boundaries? And then you put up your boundary, and then they're like, oh, okay, well, I guess I can't do that.
I can't do that.
But if they've been going down this way all the time, and you just now putting up a boundary, they're going to fight. Karen's getting out the car, and she's going to say, what's this boundary doing here? Move it on over.
They read you the first day they met you. They know what your boundaries is the first time they meet you.
Yeah.
And that's why they can cross it.
Yeah. Everybody reads everybody the first time.
Oh my gosh. People are, there's some good readers. And I'd be shocked until that person get them to that moment where they release the book that they read. I was like, dang.
They released the book.
Yeah.
They released the best-selling novel on you.
They do.
Like, so I know this girl ain't. Dang.
Or this guy or whatever.
Next page. Dang, girl.
They don't stop.
That's
so it's
true,
just like
though.
you gotta and I learned also this week and last week that you can't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
Like,
you just learned that?
No, I always knew that, but then when you like judge somebody and then you're like, hold on, wow.
Who did you judge?
I don't know who I judged, but I'll think of it.
Oh, okay.
It's
that
crazy. It was recently.
I don't never really judge anybody by their cover nowadays because we live in California, so you just never know who, what, or what's going on with that person.
Yeah, I don't judge people. I'm very sweet. I take people as the way that the facial expressions.
Salma Clark Wheaty. Hello, my beautiful girls. Hi, Salma.
Hi, Thea. How are you?
How are you? Thank you for joining.
Yeah, thank you for coming on. I love that. Aw, my family.
Yes, very supportive.
Yeah, I love them.
I love you guys.
I love when they, let us know how they feel. They say hello, make sure you hit that like button and share. I know we're all over the place. We're trying to figure it out right now, especially with this reality check, because it's like so many spots that is like, boom, there goes a reality check there. Boom, there goes a reality check there. What have you guys... I know I've asked questions and maybe it might not be answered, and maybe Isabel will be the one to answer it. But what have you learned from the guests that came on so far, if you watched any of the episodes?
I mean, for me, I learned from everybody.
Yeah, that's what
I learn everything always just by, the simplest things. Salma says, love you too. Love you too, mama. So cute. There was just a lot. There was so much to take in. I think with Drew, I really learned about being disciplined and you can do hard things. And that's just the thing that I keep reciting in my head over and over and over. You can do hard things. You can do hard things. And that's just enough for me. With Hope, I really learned about believing in yourself enough to do something that seems impossible, to do something and collaborate with people and saying, hey, I just did the steps and this is where I'm at today. Yeah. And that's what works. So for me, that's what I really got out of those experiences. What about you?
Well, it sounds like we're twins, because I definitely got both of those insights, because I said that in the beginning, is like knowing that you can do hard things. And we're doing the podcast with Hopes, coming in, we're doing productions, we're doing our podcast right now, and every day we have to have content and have people come through and have our beautiful audience chime in and be involved, and having my sister and just we talk like this every day. And in my head when we're talking, I'm like, this sounds like the podcast. Are we just robots? Or when we're talking on our own time, it's just every time if we had the screen, it was like, this is the same as podcast.
Yeah. But with the podcast, with this whole thing, I just feel like a lot of new ideas came up, a lot of new things that we're going to implement more into this podcast, to this platform. And you guys are going to be in for some fun things. We got some really cool ideas that I know things are COVIDed up. So you need some entertainment in your life. So we definitely want to do more interviews, more. We're definitely doing the after hours. I think that would be just a great.
It's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun because Isabel, I don't know if you guys know this, but Isabel's actually a DJ as well. So she knows how to hit the ones and twos. So a lot of fun things implementing with that, but you know, fun things. And yeah, I've learned so much throughout this podcast. And
you love to talk about what you learned.
Oh, so what else am I supposed to be talking about?
I don't know.
My experience?
Yeah.
Well, you don't care about it. You don't care about it.
I just talked. I just asked you.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, I apologize for saying you didn't care. Well, like me, I've just been doing me. I've been out, you know, just really finding myself. And relationship wise, you know, I'm fine. I'm happy with that. And I won't go into details about that, but it's cool. Yeah. And, you know, business wise, the new adventures that I'm carrying will be shown soon. So I'm closing my mouth on that as well.
I think it's just like interesting.
Sure.
No, I just think it's interesting that like you sometimes have like so many things going on, and then when like I ask you
about it,
hey, what about this, and you're like, I just have to, like, you just know the politically correct thing to say instead of being, yeah, like now I'm just like calling, and it's just like, dude, your whole glass windshield cracked on your whole door.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, window.
You know,
today.
I forgot. It was not today.
Well, not today.
Yeah.
You had like huge things that like happened to you.
Oh my God.
And you're like, oh, it was just fine. It was great.
That's
and
what
and it's
I
just
do
like
in my
people
real
like
life.
that. No, but people like that. That's why you can't trust people like that, because they will listen to all your stuff, but they'll never open up and let you know anything about them. And it's
good.
Just like,
nobody should know all your business.
Not all your business, but at least.
Okay,
you know,
yeah, I did go
in.
through really crazy things. My car smashed.
I already said the story. We don't need to hear you.
It's okay. I'll let them know real quick. Things like that.
Who
like,
cares? I mean, at the end of the day, I already brought up that part. The great part
guys,
was that
it got fixed.
It got fixed.
Thanks to the person who helped out on that. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, guys, you know, things happen, and I will be more open because clearly people can't trust people like me. Because I don't want to say my business, which was interesting. But, you know, next time, guys, I'll be more open.
Sorry.
Wow. She's bringing it on the repeat. But, yeah. Yeah, so we are so excited to be here. But time has gone super fast, too.
Well, time is speeding, clearly, because we're already in the 7th month. We're in the 3rd quarter. Mm-hmm. And we're about to be, we're going to come up to the 4th quarter, the 4th and final quarter, you know.
2020 is almost done.
Yeah. And it's been like insane 2020.
But great.
But it's been great. Yeah. It's
really
just
good.
only preparing you for 2021.
Well,
I'm
excited for that one too.
You should be. But it's not going to be, I mean, it's not the same now.
Yeah.
Everything is different now. And I think that's also what I wanted to talk about today, was just talking about, like, a lot of people want to do the same thing they did, like, before 2020, like doing the same thing. And in this energy that we're in, it's yanking you. It's refusing. It doesn't even go together. It's not even the same thing. And that's why, like you said, like, you seem like, oh, well, people are not really making it in relationships anymore and stuff like that. But the people who are making it in the relationship, it's because that's beautiful part.
Yeah,
because
true.
You're really learning. And the people who are new in a relationship, you're dealing with this harshness in the beginning. So then by the time it's, you know, grown into the relationship, you're going to experience it in a nicer way. You're going to get like what people usually feel in the beginning towards the end of, not the end of the relationship, but as the relationship progresses.
Right.
Because if you start off in this energy where it's like, hey, this is how I feel, this is what's going on, da 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 da. But it's not, I mean, it's not all about relationships, but I mean, it's the biggest thing in our lives, because we realize, like, I like to go out with people. I like to enjoy my time going out. I like to laugh with friends. And I mean, I'm so busy all the time that I really don't get the chance to go and do what I did today, go to Malibu and hang out with friends and drink mimosas. I mean, I don't even think to do that, because if I have a time to rest, I'm just going to just take a nap or something, or I'm planning on the next thing. I'm putting something else together to do something else. So I don't really get a chance to be like, hey, you want to come hang out with friends? And every single time I do, I mean, I get a chance to do it, but not often. Okay, maybe like 2-3 times a month. I don't know.
A week. No, every 2 weeks.
Yeah, like almost every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But I put that time aside to do that, and it's just been a great experience. That's all I can say.
That's good. Like, it's always good to have a social life, you know, no matter if you're even in a relationship, not in a relationship, old, young, like, it's important to have. But
I think when you're in a relationship, you have a social life with your partner.
Sometimes you don't.
It's funner if you do.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's important to have that type of, you know, interaction.
Not with everybody, but it's nice to have some friends that are the same friends. It's fun. Yeah.
Or switching it up, like, you know,
making
just having
new friends.
Yeah, or having friends who gives you good time. That's the only kind of people I want to hang out. You're gonna show me a good time, then let's
we're gonna have a good time. Let's have.
If we're not gonna have a good time, it's gonna be boring. It's gonna be lame. Yeah, for sure. But like, I like atmosphere. I like to see things. I'm like a people person. People watch scenery. I like all that stuff.
Yeah,
that's me. If you want me to hang out, I better see all those things.
Right.
You know what I mean? And have fun.
I like to do that.
And I like good company.
And I like to hang out too, because I'm weird like that. Like, I'm somewhat of a homebody too, so it's like I like to be home, and I like to go out too.
Yeah, but I like to be home at night. I don't like to be home during the day. I want to be out.
Yeah, I want to be out during the day. I don't want to be home during the day. It makes me feel
like I feel like I didn't do anything.
Yeah, it's not a good experience.
It's not a good experience at all.
Would you rather go out to a restaurant for lunch, or if they're like, oh, okay, like let's get takeout and let's just eat here?
I want to go out. I'm not taking out nothing.
Yeah.
Let's sit down and then, you know.
Yeah.
But if it's at night, then let's take out and you have a scenery, like you got a rooftop, you got something going on.
They always got to pull out the stops for you.
Yeah.
It's never gonna just.
It's like, I'm not gonna sit there and like, I don't, call me what you want. I need scenery. I need something.
Yeah, but what if they have like a beautiful scenery at their home?
Yeah. What, like the appliance or like nice artwork?
No.
What do you mean?
Like,
what do they have?
Like, they live in the mountains and they have beautiful scenery.
That is that's scenery. Yeah. I'm good with that.
Okay. So then you could do a low-key night.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
At night.
Yeah.
But
even during the day, why not? You have a pool party.
Oh, yes. That's what I'm saying. But
I like low-key things too. Like, I realize, like, now that going out just sucks at this point.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, I like the low-key stuff. I like a little party. I like a little intimate, like, oh, you bring a friend. Now we're all friends. And it's like, you meet new people. And it's just like, it's just intimate little parties. I'm down with that. What do you guys think?
I like those too. Those are cool. I like that's fine. That's something to do. But scenery. Is there scenery in this low-key thing, or is it just like no windows, like just nice artwork?
We didn't tell you go to jail.
I like lofts too. So if that's kind of flow, I like that.
You are an interesting lady.
I know it's hard to deal with, but you know, I try to.
It's not hard to deal with.
Yeah, it's not. Thanks for saying that. But guys, don't forget to hit the like button and share and be involved, because it's always cool to have you guys talk back with us, you know?
Well, today's not your normal day, so maybe your normal peeps just aren't really here.
The sun is still out, so I'm sure they're having a good time.
It's Saturday.
Yeah.
I usually don't even really
do anything.
I'm usually doing a lot of things.
I just want to know Saturday. If you're doing stuff, like you're going out on
No,
Saturday.
I'm saying that, like, when I was on social media like that, I would never really be looking on my phone on a Saturday that much. So I can understand if you guys aren't here right now. Yeah. But if you're in the East Coast, I mean, it's kind of late. So you should be here saying what's up, talking and chilling and all that stuff. But I see how yellow is.
It's cool. They can write it later. It's cool.
Yeah.
Not a big deal. You still could share this, even if we're not live.
Yes, definitely share.
But
comment,
we'll be live.
everything.
Are we going to be live on Sunday?
Next Sunday?
Week?
Yes, I will be back. I come back in town on Thursday. Yeah. I come back in town on Thursday. I'll be in Leon, Mexico, and so never been there, and it's gonna be cool. I'm gonna learn a lot, experience a lot, and I love traveling, period, and I know it's gonna be so weird doing it during COVID and everything, but we took the right precautions, and so I have no worries about that.
I'm gonna miss you.
I'll be back before the show.
Yeah, I'm happy for you. It's always nice to
get out of town. I'll be in Tulum with you. Next month. So we're gonna still be in Mexico. I mean, I haven't been. Why am I going to Mexico all the time?
I think because Mexico's only letting Californians in.
They're like the only place.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, because like if you go to Barbados or something like that, they
want you to do so much different
quarantine.
Things.
Yeah, like I'm gonna sit here quarantine here while I'm on vacation. This sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Oh," I'm like, "How do you know that I stay quarantined or not for those days?" And I think
they're watching you.
Yeah, they're watching you. It's like, who do you think I am? Criminal?
I guess. Criminal.
Y'all got enough police force to sit outside of my hotel room?
They're going to probably put you where all the people who are doing quarantine. So it's like, you can only stay
you
at
have to stay
location.
At the hotel. Yeah, you stay at that hotel
quarantine
specifically.
Location.
I'm not staying
so you can get COVID?
It's
in this building clearly. So everybody who's quarantining is getting it. So I'd rather stay home.
Yeah. I'll wait till you guys America open. Some more. I explored California really
throughout
good
this COVID.
Yeah. So I mean that's the beauty of it. You're learning. I
still haven't been to San Francisco.
Yeah, that's the one
so
place
I just
want to
check
them
out and see what they're looking like. But
definitely gonna go to San Francisco. We should do a show up there.
Yeah, that would be cool.
We should do a show when we go to
Tulum.
Oh no, we'll be back in time for. I guess you guys are gonna experience it.
Yeah, we'll put some shots on Instagram and social media and stuff.
Yeah,
beautiful scenery. Take some pictures for us so we can see Leon, Mexico, because I've never seen it before.
Neither have I.
Never heard of it, never seen it, and yeah.
So it's going to be great.
It's going to be a good time.
Thank you guys for coming to hang out with us today.
You.
I know it's not the usual day. I know it may be a little off. It's off for all of us. It's not the usual. It's cool, though. I still love you guys.
Love you so
much.
If
you just can go to our Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, all of those platforms. And follow us, like some stuff, comment on the podcast. It would be just really, really great. And
it helps us a lot.
Yeah, because, it helps the algorithm and all that technical stuff that down the line matters. So definitely hit that up at Nothing's Wrong Podcast, Nothing's Wrong P, and on the Cash App $, Nothing's Wrong Pod. Thank you guys so much for supporting us tonight. I know it's an off day, but we had to do a show. It would have been this or nothing. So thank you for supporting.
Thank you.
Always remember, guys,
nothing's wrong.
It was